this afternoon for the Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma. Clarkson, straight drop, now forced out of the pocket. In trouble, sack! There it finally is. We've been waiting on that sack, and it is big Rovell Carter.
Well, he's been getting away from a lot of them. That time, Rovell Carter doesn't get his arms on him. He just kind of wraps him up and lays down on top of him. You're not getting away that time.
The first half, Hayden Mallory. Scales behind him. Mallory's going to pass. Got time. Going to the end zone. Intercepted! It goes back to Washington. Coming up with it, Hayden Laster, the senior out of Warren.
Laster with the interception in the end zone, and he played that one perfectly.
Hayden Lassiter, the senior out of Warren, is his holder. Here we go. Snap. Hold. Kick. Trying to get there. It is good! It's good! It's good!
Oh, don't you love this celebration on the Washington side? Everybody with their hands in the air saying it is good. Gabe Goodman from Arkadelphia nailed it.
There's Edwards back, and there he may go! 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Promised land. Touchdown. He just went all the way. He went 72 yards. Second down, 10 yards needed for a first down. Now Connor Flanagan goes in motion right to left. Out of the shotgun, called quarterback keeper. Running room, 30, 25, 20. They are not going to catch Grant Allen. He's to the land of milk and honey. There are no flags down. Touchdown. Grant Allen. Touchdown. Washington. Zaylen Falls, Justin Dean deep for Washington.
Good evening and welcome to Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. I'm Chase Hartzell, joined by Chris Gay. And Chris, it's a battle of the OBUs tonight. Oklahoma Baptist taking on Ouachita at the Sturgis Physical Education Center here in Arkadelphia.
Yeah, the Battle of the OBUs is always a great match, and it's going to be an even better match considering you look at the records for both of these teams. Oklahoma Baptist coming in number 3 in the conference with a 7-2 conference record, 13-7 record overall. They're currently on a 3-game win streak, winning 7 out of their last 8. Ouachita, not sort of the same sort of story. They're 11-13 on the season, which is respectable, but they are only 3-6 in conference play. They're on a 2-game losing streak, and their last loss came at Southeastern Oklahoma State in a 2-game road stand that really wasn't that successful for them. But looking at Oklahoma Baptist, they have won their last 3 games 3 sets. And their most recent win was against Arkansas Monticello, where it was just utter domination by the Bisons.
There you take a look at the Great American Conference standings. It's important to note that one loss in the last 8 matches for Oklahoma Baptist came at the hands of Harding. The Bisons currently in first place with an 8-1 record, but Oklahoma Baptist right behind, tied up with Southwestern Oklahoma State. Both of those teams sitting in second place with a 7-2 record, and there you can see Ouachita right on the outside looking in. Still plenty of matches left to be played in the GAC slate, but the Tigers are going to need to get some big wins down the stretch if they want to make sure that they can punch their ticket to the tournament.
Yeah, and none would be bigger than against this Oklahoma Baptist team. I mean, this is definitely a team that they're riding a hot streak right now, but Ouachita, they're needing something to get going, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for Coach Frizz and her crew to sort of, spur a little, get a little bit of a spark going coming into the late end of conference play.
And there you can see a bit of a traffic jam in the middle of the standings. There's only 2 games separating 4th place from 8th place. Actually 7th place more specifically, and you have that 3-way tie for 7th place between Southern Nazarene, Northwestern Oklahoma State, and Southeastern Oklahoma State, which we mentioned took down Ouachita last time out. But this is a Ouachita team that has shown signs of excellence throughout the season. One of the top hitting percentages in the conference. Riley Brazil currently leading the conference in aces, and Courtney Hansen not only leading the GAC in assists, but she's top 5 in the country in assists.
Yeah, she's top 5, and she could, if the 4 players ahead of her didn't get any assists, she could immediately come in and put up 40 assists and, become number 1 in the country. That's not going to happen. But we know she can put up a bunch of assists and in a hurry, as she has the most assists in a game by any player from the GAC this year with 59.
And that was back on September 26th against Arkansas Tech. Big match for the Tigers, and Chris, this has been a big factor here this year, getting to play at home in front of the Sturgis Physical Education Center crowd, because we saw the record right there. It's been an up and down season, but the Tigers have been excellent at home, losing only 3 of 10 home matches this year.
They have been, and one thing that I noticed is that a lot of their losses, at least in some of their sets, have been very close. I mean, they've only had a few losses where, the other team was just utterly dominant, but I think part of one of their issues is they've kind of struggled to close out close games. And but I imagine Coach Frizz will get her squad ready, and it's just one of those things that either you run out of gas right at the end, or the other team just sort of prevails, or works maybe a little bit harder than you at the end. But we'll see if that has any sort of indication of how this night's going to go.
That is Oklahoma Baptist on the near side of your screen, wearing the black jerseys as the road team tonight. Ouachita in white as the home team on the left side. Both teams making their way to the middle of the court for the pregame festivities, including the starting lineups as announced by OSD and alum Matthew Branch, and that will also include the national anthem, which starts right now.
Once again, welcome to the Sturgis Physical Education Center here in Washington. Before we get back started, please drive. Number 3, Macy Langford. Outside hitter number 5, Lauren Safford. Middle blocker number 14, Avery Helmuth. Middle blocker number 16, Jill Leslie. And outside hitter number 20, America Frierson. The Bison, led by head coach Anna Howell. And now let's get the start line for your Washington Tigers. Sophomore middle blocker on Capital Arkansas, number 4, Haley Fairchild. Freshman defensive specialist from Belleville, Illinois, number 7, Heckley Skinner. Junior libero from Midland, Texas, number 8, Avery House. Sophomore outside hitter from Decatur, Texas, number 9, Riley Brazil. Freshman middle blocker from Grandview, Texas, number 15, Leah Gardner. Sophomore center from Arlington, Texas, number 21, Courtney Hansen. And sophomore outside hitter from Arlington, Texas, number 22, Emily Adams. Your Tigers are led by head coach Allison Prison.
Well, there you have it, the starting lineups for tonight's Thursday night matchup in the Great American Conference between the two OBUs, Oklahoma Baptist University and Ouachita Baptist University. Chris, should be a good matchup between two teams looking to bolster their spots in the Great American Conference standings. For Ouachita, trying to make sure that you can move up into the rankings, and then for Oklahoma Baptist, it's important to keep winning those games if you want to have a chance to earn a higher seed. Currently knotted up at second place, but you know that they want to try to make a run at Harding there in slot number 1.
They are, but the problem with that is that Harding is such a great program. No knock against the Bisons, but the Bisons of Harding, that they have just had a real control on that conference so far. I don't know if that's exactly realistic to really, kind of eat into what Harding's done, but I will say that making sure that they sort of have a staple on that second place finish, that's going to be one of their priorities.
There you can see Avery Joust stepping onto the floor for the Tigers, talking it over with Coach Frizz, who was also a Barrow herself here in her time at Ouachita, is ranked number 2 on the all-time list in the program in career digs. Courtney Hansen is going to have the opening serve for the Tigers. Here it is, and we are underway at Spec. Set at the net, looking for the early kill, and perfect execution. That is going to be Jill Leslie on the kill for the Bison.
And no surprise there, she's the kill leader on the team for the Bisons with 100, and I guess it's now 174 for her on the season. Also is the team leader in blocks, so she's definitely deadly around the net.
Brazil looking for a push. Excellent adjustment on the fly. Now looking for another kill, and it is indeed another kill for the Bison. This one going to Frierson.
Yeah, Frierson, another one of those players that has over 100 kills on the season for Oklahoma Baptist, and that's something that I noticed when I was doing my research before the game. Yes, Leslie leads the team in kills, but they have, their offense is by committee.
Brazil looking for a kill, but the Bison able to adjust. There's the dig, set, looking for the kill. That's Adams, and she's got it. Tigers are on the board for the first time tonight. With that, Kayla Steinmeier checking in. She's going to take over for Kylie Kisgan. Looking for the kill on the other side. Nice sliding dig that time by Hansen. Now setting up for Adams. Found a good spot on the floor, but the Bison able to adjust. Close play. It stays inside the line, and that's a point for the visiting OBU.
Yeah, that was just beautiful placement. I mean, you can't really do it much better than that. Joust thought that one was well over the line, but it just had the perfect curve and angle to get inside.
Setting up for a kill, but it is blocked at the net. Making the play for the Bison, it's going to be Avery Helmuth.
Yeah, she's just one of the many players on this Bison team that's well over 6 foot. They have a lot of size, and that's really helped them throughout the season.
Tigers trailing by 3 here in set number 1. Steinmeier is going to get a piece there of the net, the little antenna going up there on the far side. That's going to be another point for Oklahoma Baptist, and the Bison looking right at home tonight on the road. That'll be a point for the Tigers on the service error.
Yeah, Ouachita needed that break. Oklahoma Baptist looked to be in complete control. Ouachita has really had trouble receiving their offensive strikes, but Ouachita's offense has been just on point all season long. They have 3 different players in the top 10 in the conference in hitting percentage. Just shows you how efficient this team is. Once they get going, they can get going.
Gardner trying to adjust. Tigers do get it back over the net. Now looking for the kill. Block is deflected, and that is a point for the Bison. Again, the kill is going to be credited to De'Erica Frierson. So now the serve will go over to Emily Boyer. Almost a service ace, good adjust by Brazil. Now Adams looking for the kill. Bison able to bounce back quickly, set by Hansen, looking for the kill. Did it stay in? They'll say it was touched, and that's going to be a kill for Haley Fairchild.
Yeah, something to note that coming into this game, Haley Fairchild, number 2 in the conference in hitting percentage. Number 1, Jill Leslie of the Oklahoma Baptist Bisons.
Well, that one is certainly going to improve the hitting percentage of Jenna West, who records the kill for the Bison. A lot of seniors out there in the starting lineup for the visiting OBU squad, and they are making their presence felt early. Kaylin Ina with the serve. It goes into the net. That's a point for the Tigers.
Yeah, if you're Oklahoma Baptist, you do not want Ouachita to just hang around. So making sort of mistakes, some errors like that, that's not going to help them.
Brazil setting up for a kill, takes an awkward hop, and that is indeed going to be a kill for the reigning GAC Freshman of the Year. Tigers trailing by 2, make that 3. That's a point for the senior from Dallas, Texas, Avery Helmuth. Brazil looking for the kill, but she got a piece of that antenna as she went up for the hit, and that is going to be a point for the Bison.
Yeah, just not perfect placement, a little bit too far towards the scorer's table.
Brazil looking for the kill. Nice dig there by Ina. Tigers looking to regroup. That's Fairchild, and she finds the open space in the back left corner.
Yeah, Fairchild's just one of the many players on Ouachita's team that has well over 100 kills. And she does so at such an efficient pace.
Blocked at the net by the Tigers, but the Bison will bounce back, and that'll be a kill for Jakaya Head.
Yeah, second on the team in kills. Has such a powerful swing on that ball. Just great play and obviously perfect placement.
Now the serve goes to Riley Martin, one of the rare underclassmen in the starting lineup tonight for the Bison, a sophomore. Meanwhile, Tigers going to get a point here. And the serve goes right back to Courtney Hansen. Line drive, low serve. But the Bison do bounce back. It's blocked but it's offline, out of bounds, and that'll be a point for the visiting Bison of OBU.
Yeah, Washington's just getting some bad bounces on some of these plays. They're doing a good job coming up to the net and challenging at the net, but just sort of unfortunate in certain situations. That was a good eye by Joust there, letting that one go over the back line.
It's the 8th point of the first set for the Tigers, and now the serve goes to Riley Brazil, fresh off a campaign that included 300 kills a year ago. Meanwhile, that's going to be a point for Emily Adams.
Well, it's another sophomore that had a phenomenal freshman season. Is getting even more opportunities this year.
Diving effort by Brazil, but it's going to be a kill nonetheless for Oklahoma Baptist. Now Macy Langford on the serve. Misdirection by Courtney Hansen makes it a tough play, and that's a movie we've seen a few times in her couple of years here with the Tigers, but it works to perfection.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of setters, they have in that arsenal, but Hansen has pretty much perfected it. And that certainly threw everybody off guard, and obviously nobody was set on the Bison squad. Certainly weren't ready for it.
The Bison do get the point, though, and the serve following the service error. There's a set by Hansen looking for the kill, and it's blocked at the net. And again, that is going to be Avery Helmuth on the play for the Bison. Joining her was Jakaya Head.
Yeah, both Head and Helmuth did such a great job rotating. I think they were covering all the bases, making sure that ball was not going to Fairchild. And then they went right to Steinmeier, and just perfect timing on the block.
Hansen trying to push it that time. The Bison do regroup, though. Dig by Joust, set by Hansen, looking for the kill. That's Adams! And it's set up perfectly.
But I think that's kill number 3 for Adams in just a set, so I think this is going to be one of those games that she just dominates right away, and she's looking good so far.
Showing off that experience playing with each other. Meanwhile, that's a service ace for the Tigers.
Yeah, call it number 35 on the season for Brazil, and just something that she leads the conference in. Or excuse me, that's not Brazil, that's Church, but that's something that she's really made a specialty so far here at this season.
Set by Hansen, looking for Kellen Church on the kill. Bison able to send it back over, dig by Brazil, set by Hansen. Fairchild looking for the kill, and that one is going to fall to the floor. Diving effort that time by Macy Langford trying to save it, but the sophomore is going to come away with the point, and that is going to take us to our first break of the contest. Well, it looked like the Bisons were going to try to run away with that first set, but the Tigers say not so fast. Only a 1-point set going into our first break.
No matter where you go in Arkansas, you'll probably run into someone you know. That personal connection is what I love about this state, and it's why we have offices and people across Arkansas. People who share your interest and care if you've been hurt.
A local team who will be on your side, by your side.
So if you were injured in an accident, call us at 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
No matter where you live in Arkansas, we have an office nearby.
We'll be on your side, by your side.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Welcome back to Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. This is Chase Hartzell, joined by Chris Gay. And Chris, for a little bit there, it looked like the Bison might run away with this first set, but the Tigers striking right back.
It did, but Ouachita regrouped really quickly. They strung together a few good plays, and they just got it going. And they're looking to continue this momentum.
Church on the serve for the Tigers. Looking for a feather touch. Nice dig there by Joust. It's blocked at the net, and who else making the play but Avery Helmuth?
Well, first of all, it's hard to get over a 6'1" senior in Helmuth, but she is just pumped up. That's like her third block in this game. She's really fired up, and it's really difficult to get anything around somebody with that size and with that confidence right now.
Kaylin Ina on the serve for Oklahoma Baptist, trying to get another block. But the Bison do get it back over. There's the dig by Brazil, set by Hansen, looking for Steinmeier on the far side. It was a line drive shot, but still able to record the dig. Tigers doing their best to get it back over, but it's all for naught. That's a point for Oklahoma Baptist.
It was a good effort, but Ouachita now dropping to allowing Oklahoma Baptist to have 3 straight points. Definitely not something that they're pleased with coming out of the timeout.
Dig by Joust, set by Hansen. Now Fairchild looking for the kill. Tried to make a play at the net. Somebody stepped over that middle line. That's a point for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was a good job by Fairchild challenging that Bison defense. She came, she had that kill attempt and then immediately went up for the block attempt, and Ouachita gets the point off her effort.
Kisgan on the serve for Ouachita. Hansen setting up for Brazil. Feather touch. Bison able to adjust. Now looking for the kill. It's blocked at the net, and it stays in. That's a point for Ouachita.
Yeah, it seemed like that ball just was on the net for such a long time, and then just dropped. And I think everybody thought it was going to drop out of bounds. They weren't even going to get close to it, but sort of a lucky, good placement.
That was the tandem of Brazil and Fairchild there to make the play for the Tigers. Now looking for the equalizer. Set, looking for the kill. It's deflected. Joust able to keep it alive in Brazil. Just pushing it back over to reset. Looking for the kill again. Joust, diving effort. But that's going to be a kill for Oklahoma Baptist. Credit the point to Jakaya Head. Now it'll be Avery Helmuth on the serve for Oklahoma Baptist. Brazil trying to spike it down, and it dipped a bit too soon for her liking there. And now we're going to have a timeout called on the floor, but we're going to stay right here, Chris, because this has been a contentious first set. Both teams have had good stretches of momentum. It's going to be interesting to see who can come away with that momentum here, though, in the end of the first set, because in a match like this one where there's a potential to be a lot of close finishes, that first set is really going to set the tone.
Yeah, Ouachita has had struggles finishing strong, and of course just down 3 here. They have a good opportunity coming out of their own timeout. They have a good opportunity to cut into this 3-point lead, and especially this is a game that if Ouachita is not able to get a win here, it's going to make the rest of their season that much harder. Just trying to be able to cut into the conference standings, and they only have 3 conference wins on the season. It would be just excellent if they're able to come away with this first set. Gives them a little bit of a breath of fresh air going into the second set. But for Oklahoma Baptist, that's obviously what they're not looking to allow.
Tigers do have a couple of home matches this weekend, including the one you're watching right now. We'll also be back tomorrow because it's a home match tomorrow afternoon against Southern Nazarene. That's going to be a special broadcast because we're also going to have Ouachita Swim and Dives meet going at the same time. So we're going to do a dual sport live stream as Helmuth serves it away. Goes over the back line. That's a point for Ouachita.
Well, speaking of that dual broadcast, I think this is the first time we've ever done sort of a multi-broadcast, in just one sitting.
Well, and what's so interesting about it is that it can only happen in a place like the Sturgis Physical Education Center, where you've got in one corridor right here at the front, two different sporting venues. You have the volleyball floor right here, and just on the other side of the wall, you've got the swim and dive facility. You've got a great volley going between these two teams right now. Head looking for the kill, and she's got it. And Chris, there's a great crowd here tonight from Shawnee. Plenty of Bison Green in the building, and you can hear them just to the side of us.
Well, first of all, Kaylin Ina on that back row, she was the only one back there that was able to block both or receive both of Gardner's kill attempts. One just about hit her in the face just because she, got it on her shoulder. But it was just good job getting in there, and Gardner's a strong player.
Diving effort that time from Ina. Brazil almost got the kill. Going back to Brazil again, it's deflected at the net. Oklahoma Baptist looking for a kill of its own, but it's over the back line, and the Tigers are back within 2.
Yeah, Oklahoma Baptist, you could say they look like the better team here, but Ouachita has been hanging around all game long. And though Oklahoma Baptist has definitely had, surges of momentum, Ouachita has not let them get away with it.
A rare service error there from Courtney Hansen. As now the serve will go back to Oklahoma Baptist. Warren Saffert will serve it away for the visiting Bison. Oklahoma Baptist looking to make it 8 wins in their last 9 tries. Currently leading the first set. But the Tigers still in striking distance, and they just got a little bit closer. Emily Adams on the block for the Tigers.
Well, Adams, definitely one of those strong front-line players that Ouachita has, and actually right now they have 3 players all over 6 foot on that front line, and Steinmeier, Gardner, and Adams. It's going to be difficult for the Bisons to get anything going in front of that net.
Looking for the kill, and it's blocked at the net. Kayla Steinmeier, joined by Leah Gardner, making an amazing play at the net to put the Tigers back within 1.
Well, what did I tell you? I told you, 3 girls on that front line, all above 6 foot. It's going to be difficult to get anything over that net.
Steinmeier, right place, right time. Nobody's home, and we're all knotted up at 20.
And there's a reason, case in point, as to why she leads the team with 100 and probably 98 kills on the season.
With that, Oklahoma Baptist is going to want to take some time to talk things over. We're going to take our break ourselves. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
Welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center. There you can see Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser watching over her team as they try to mount a comeback here in set number 1, currently knotted up at 20 apiece. And that was excellent floor awareness that time by Jill Leslie. Just able to use that feather touch to push it to the open spot on the other side, and the Bison back on top.
Yeah, I think Adams was just kind of out of position there, and just that big opening along the front line.
There's the dig, the set, looking for the kill. Hansen's right there to make sure that doesn't happen. Now Adams looking for a kill of her own. Puts the Bison back on their heels a bit. Looking for the kill again. Adams, perfect execution as 2 Bison collide. Nobody comes up with the point except for Emily Adams.
Well, Adams has been on point in this first set. It's been so efficient all year long and is certainly efficient tonight.
going to be another point for Oklahoma Baptist. A couple of substitutions now as Emily Boyer and Jakaya Head enter the match for the visiting squad.
Yeah, Brazil had that reception error, and she was in the perfect placement. She just sort of had her hand sort of in the wrong spot, and you could tell her reaction right after. She was sort of hitting on herself, just kind of upset with that one, but it's not a mistake she makes very often.
Steinmeier almost had a kill, but instead Oklahoma Baptist able to get some momentum and record a point in their own right. Now we're going to have a timeout called here by Ouachita. And Chris, while we have this break in the action, I want to give a quick update on a special tradition around here with the Ouachita Student Athlete Advisory Committee. There's the Sharp Cup every year, which encourages support not only of your own program, but the other programs around the campus right now. And even though Ouachita Volleyball doesn't have a lot of free time right now with all the matches that they've been playing in both at home and on the road, they're still in the top 3 right now in the race, trailing only swim and dive and women's basketball.
Yeah, that's great to see, and I know Coach Frizz is very proud of her group for sort of being in contention for that.
Softball in 4th place right now. See a couple of softball players that are watching this match here tonight, and the only reason women's basketball isn't here right now is because they've got an exhibition just a few doors down inside Bill Vining Arena.
They do, and speaking of softball, we have one of the players for Ouachita Volleyball. She was actually on the screen for a little bit as number 11, Kellen Church. She also plays softball here at Ouachita, so that's why it's pretty significant here.
There you can see Coach Anna Howell in her 16th season with the Bison.
Yeah, no matter how good of a group you have, it's always difficult to come, to play against a team coached by a veteran coach.
Tigers draw back within 1. Kellen Church going to have a chance to serve it away. She's been one of the best servers for the Tigers throughout her time at Ouachita. The home fans needing her to step up here. She gets a good serve. Setting up for Steinmeier on the far side, line drive. Oklahoma Baptist does regroup though. Just able to get it back over. Set by Hansen, looking for the kill. It's blocked. And now it'll be set point for Oklahoma Baptist. Jenna West on the serve for the Bisons. It's a misdirection by Hansen, over the shoulder in fact. Tigers looking to regroup. Steinmeier looking for the kill, didn't get it that time. Now Oklahoma Baptist looking for a kill of its own. Steinmeier, diving effort that time. Now Church looking for the kill. Oklahoma Baptist, chance to regroup. Brazil able to keep it alive. Setting up for Steinmeier, and she finds the open space at the back. What an excellent play there by the senior to keep this set alive. And now the Tigers need one more to make sure that we at least play to 26. Kisgan, her serve bounces on the other side of the net. Church looking for the kill in her own right, did not get it that time. Excellent play there by Kisgan. Church trying to find an open space on the left side, couldn't find it. Almost a miscommunication. It stays on Oklahoma Baptist's side. Church right there for the dig, set by Hansen. Fairchild looking for the open space, and she has got it. We're gonna play to 26 here in set number 1 as the Tigers not going down without a fight here in set number 1.
No, they weren't, and that was just perfect placement by Fairchild. Nobody along that backside, especially not in that left corner. That's so hard to do, but great job by the sophomore.
25 points, not enough, but Riley Brazil's got point 25 for the hometown Tigers, and now it is set point for Ouachita.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that would get anybody fired up. That gets your team fired up. And they're just 1 point away from a set 1 victory is. the Bisons are kind of making a few substitutions.
Tigers need this point to win the set by 2. Kisgan with the line drive serve. It's blocked. Brazil able to get the dig. Hansen, now Fairchild looking to finish it off, and she does it. The comeback is complete, and the Tigers take set 1.
The Tigers have been down by, I think, 3 for the most part for most of the set, and then they just battled back. And hey, I talked, and they probably heard me talking. I said that Ouachita's had some issues closing out those close games, but they had no issues here tonight.
Tigers dropped 5 of the first 6 points here in set number 1, but rally with 4 straight to finish off the set. It's already Halloween season here in Arkadelphia. And we are going to take a quick break here.
Hey, look, it's Batman.
It is. And we will be back here after this timeout. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center. Getting ready for an exciting set number 2. Chris, before the break, we actually saw a student that had brought a skeleton in. Quite a humorous display, I do have to say, but I'll tell you what, the Tigers, they did not look rattled there at the end of that last set.
No, but maybe they're putting a little scare into Oklahoma Baptist in that first set. Man, Bruce Wayne has really aged quite a bit, but Halloween spirit definitely all over campus a couple weeks before Halloween gets going.
Something exciting to talk about, too. We've actually got a broadcast on October 31st, and let me tell you, Chris, that's going to be a scary good matchup as the Harding Bisons will be in town for that one.
Ooh, that will be scary good.
But right now we move from the Bisons to the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist, as Oklahoma Baptist does have the opening serve here in set number 2. Riley Brazil looking for the kill, and she's got it. Tigers picking up right where they left off. They draw first blood here in set number 2.
You can tell the Tigers are playing with so much energy after getting, after that close first set win. And for good reason. There's definitely a reason why they're playing with so much heart and energy. It's because they just got fired up from that close game.
The Bison answer back with their first point of the set. Adams looking for the kill. She's got it. What a night it's been for the sophomore out of Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, she played outstanding in that first set and then coming in here with a kill immediately for Ouachita's second point.
Oklahoma Baptist able to answer back. We're tied up at 2 here in set number 2.
Yeah, Jenna West really made a name for herself in that first set, was highly competitive and gets a great kill right there in that back right corner.
There's a set by Hansen. Looking for the kill by Adams. Just goes out of bounds. You could tell from Adams' reaction that it was close. And unfortunately for the Tigers, it will not go in the sophomore's favor. Dig by Steinmeier, set by Hansen, and it's blocked at the net. Chance for Ouachita to regroup. Now Oklahoma Baptist looking for the kill. And they are going to say that that ball stayed inside the line.
Yeah, that one was really close. Coach Frizz said it was inside, but just about every Ouachita fan that's on that first floor, they were like, nope, it was not. But regardless, point for the Bisons.
Steinmeier looking for the kill. That was a line drive shot, but the Bison were ready. And what an answer from Jenna West. A line drive of her own, and that one will go for a kill.
Well, this is sort of how the first set sort of was going for both teams. Oklahoma Baptist got out to a hot start like they're in right now. Of course, Ouachita had to claw their way back.
Leah Gardner will be credited with the kill for Ouachita. And now the freshman with an opportunity to serve it away for the home team. There's the dig, the set, now looking for the kill. Nobody's home, and that's going to be an easy kill there for the senior Avery Helmuth.
Yeah, Helmuth, we didn't get to see much of her on offense in that first set, but she wreaked havoc on that defense, especially around the net. For the Bisons, just that 6'1" frame, really hard to get anything over.
West up to 5 kills on the night. Steinmeier looking for a kill of her own, didn't quite get it that time. Bit of a miscommunication, but the Tigers regroup. Chance for Oklahoma Baptist, dig by Joust. And that time, looked like Brazil thought that there was somebody else there to try and make the play. Unfortunately, she was by herself there at the back of the floor, and that's going to be a point for Oklahoma Baptist.
Yeah, I'm thinking she heard maybe Hansen or somebody say something, which sort of just threw her off completely. Ouachita's going to look to try to get back on track, though.
Head looking for the kill. Excellent diving save by Joust, though. Set by Hansen. Fairchild looking for the kill. It's tipped up at the net. Second time's the charm, though, for the sophomore, and she gets point number 4 of the set for the Tigers.
Well, it's real hard to just stay persistent, especially around the net. You have to keep sort of jumping really quickly. And she made an excellent defensive play there.
Fairchild now tied with Emily Adams for the team lead in kills at 6. Set by Hansen, looking for the kill. Did it stay inside the line? No, it did not. That's a point for the Bison. Ouachita thought it had the point for sure. Instead, the Bison will get the point, and now the serve goes to Ina. Steinmeier looking for the kill. She's got it this time.
Hey, to just sort of put into perspective how powerful Steinmeier's spikes are, that went through the hands of 2 different players. Just sort of at once. It was just a great play by the senior.
Fairchild is going to have kill number 7 on the night. And the Tigers back within 2, Chris. This one looking similar to the first set that we saw. Tigers did draw first blood this time around, but the Tigers struggled a bit early, but they were able to bring it together at the end of the set to make some big plays down the stretch.
Yeah, they did, and it's because they'd come away with a couple plays that would sort of get them going, and then sort of like that service error there, they just have, one step forward and then one step, immediately back, and Oklahoma Baptist was sort of regained some momentum.
Block goes out of bounds. That's a point for the Tigers. And now we'll see Leah Gardner re-enter the fray. Avery Joust, the libero, serving it away for the Tigers. Goes over the back line, and that's going to be a point for the visiting OBU. Couple of substitutions as Riley Martin and De'Erica Frierson check in. Dig by Joust, set by Hansen. Gardner looking for the kill. Excellent diving effort. That time making the play, it was Ina. And although it was a decent setup, the Tigers still come away with the point. Ouachita looking to make it a one-point set. Mission accomplished. Emily Adams, her 7th kill of the match. Ouachita proving it's not going to go away anytime soon. Hansen, line drive serve. But a chance to get the feather touch. Hansen keeps it alive. A good bounce back, though, as Jill Leslie was right in position to spike it into the open spot.
Yeah, and it was really because Adams sort of had no option but to hit it straight up, and that was basically as good as just an ordinary offensive set. So it's going to be easy for Leslie. Those are really difficult to defend against.
Brazil able to get a kill of her own, her 5th of the match.
Yeah, it looked like on that play they were almost disguising it as Gardner was going to go up and get the attempt there, and then Brazil was right behind her, and of course she gets it right away.
1-point set once again. Adams looking for the kill. It's a line drive, low kill attempt. Oklahoma Baptist does bounce back. Good reaction though by Ouachita. Looking for the kill again. Hansen right there for the sliding dig. Adams looking for a kill that time. Didn't quite get it, but my goodness, what a volley we are seeing right now. Steinmeier making sure that one stayed short. And it's going to be a point for the Tigers. We are all tied up at 11. And now we will see a timeout on the floor as the Tigers rolling with all the momentum here in set number 2 at the moment. But still, plenty of volleyball left to be played. We're going to take a break. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage, Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center. You're right, Chris. It is, and that's actually the swim and dive team down there watching right now. They've got a big meet tomorrow that we're going to have right here on OSDN in a special broadcast. It's going to be a dual sport broadcast.
Okay, but we got to talk about that serve. Nobody in Oklahoma Baptist was ready for it. They weren't even looking, and that was just perfect placement by Brazil. Just no one was paying attention, and it just sort of just like was slowly. I didn't even think it was going to get over the net, and just sort of just dropped.
Excellent execution by the sophomore. Don't know if that was by design or not, but the Tigers going to be happy with the result.
Hey, the way that she looked at her teammates right after, that was definitely by design. That was probably something they drew up out of the timeout.
Well, Brazil has the Tigers rolling out of the break. 3 straight points, and she wants more. Excellent dig by Joust on a line drive kill attempt. Steinmeier's going to come away with a kill of her own. Coach Frizz fired up after that last play, and you can hear her shouting Avery's name too, because that was an amazing play there to keep it alive. Excellent effort by Brazil. Looking for the kill. Hansen, great diving effort. Steinmeier almost able to keep it inside, but it does jump just over the top of that white line, and it will be a point for Oklahoma Baptist.
It was just beautiful effort all around by everybody on the floor for Ouachita, not wanting to give up on any single play.
And although it's been a season of growing pains, you can tell that the spirit is there for this Ouachita squad, and they're playing with some fight tonight. Excellent save. Chance for Ouachita to regroup, looking to Adams again, and she's got it again. There has been no stopping the Lone Star sophomore tonight.
No, and I can't even think about, I think there's only been like, I could probably count on one hand how many times they've been able to stop her tonight. They just need to keep feeding.
It's over the back line, point for the Tigers, and all the momentum right now in favor of the home squad. With that, Oklahoma Baptist going to take a timeout, but we're going to stay right here, Chris, because we have seen an excellent display from these Ouachita Tigers, especially out of the break. Sometimes you think that you're going to see the opposite effect. You're going to have the momentum slow down a bit. Not the case. The Tigers take 5 of the 6 points between timeouts.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this is still stemming from their performance in set number 1. They know they can hang with this group. Oklahoma Baptist, by the numbers, by the record, is a better team than this Tiger team. But I think Coach Frizz is getting her crew just fired up, making sure everybody knows they can play and they can hang around with the team that is tied for number 2 in the conference as far as conference record. But regardless, Ouachita was playing with so much heart and so much effort, but they have been all season long. That's something that, you know, just some teams, when they have a few losing streaks, they sort of just like run out of gas, but nope, not this team. This is something that is a little different than a lot of teams that are under a 500 record. This team does not give up on any play.
Courtney Hansen is fired up right now, and she has good reason to be. She's a big reason why the Tigers are leading the way that they are, not only in the set, but in the match right now. That energy's been infectious tonight, Chris. We've seen it on full display tonight. This is a fired up Tiger squad, a fired up home squad. Shaping up to be a special night here at Spec. Served by Gardner.
And I don't think we talk enough about how much of a leader she is. And talking about another sophomore, Haley Fairchild. What is that? Going to be kill number 9 for her on the night.
Quick substitution as Carson Hunter will enter the match for Oklahoma Baptist. Gardner just able to keep it inside the line. That's perfect placement there, Chris. Nothing you can do about that one.
One thing that I noticed with Gardner, she's been just automatically on automatic all season long on that front line, but something she's gotten a lot better at, especially on their previous Oklahoma trip. She's gotten a lot better at serving, and Oklahoma Baptist just sort of scrambling right now, just sort of all over the place, down 8.
What a scoring run it has been for the Tigers. You go back just a few minutes ago, the Tigers were trailing 11-9. Since then, they've led the scoring 11-1. There's the dig by Hansen. Set by Brazil, looking for the kill by Adams. Just able to keep it alive. Tigers are not done yet with this point. Looking for the kill, it's deflected. Adams looking for a kill of her own. Got an excellent volley going right now. It's blocked at the net. Adams going across her body. And that one flatlining a bit there in the middle of the floor. Hansen was reaching for it. Gardner was reaching for it, but it fell right in between the two of them.
But that was such a great rally by both squads. We've been talking about how Ouachita has just been sort of everywhere, getting to every place in time. The Oklahoma Baptist was doing such a great job getting to every single spot. There wasn't an opening on the floor that they didn't adjust to.
Adams with another kill for Ouachita. And the Tigers inching closer to another set victory.
I think giving her the ball is probably a good idea. I think that's just such a great idea. Her and Fairchild have had such great nights.
Set by Hansen, looking for the kill. That's Steinmeier. She didn't get it that time. And that is excellent floor awareness, finding the open spot in the middle, and it'll be a point for the Bison.
And for Ouachita, they're sitting around looking at the campfire. Just needed to react a lot quicker.
Kaylin Ina has the serve for OKBU. Chris, this is one of those matches where you have to be careful because both teams are Ouachita. It's similar to the ECU matchup. Meanwhile, Kayla Steinmeier with authority, slamming it down. Blocked at the net. That's going to be a point for Oklahoma Baptist. That was Avery Helmuth in on the play, joining her, Jakaya Head.
Well, Helmuth was a name we called out a lot in that first set because she was so active around the net. Hadn't really called her name all that much, but Oklahoma Baptist now just starting to make a little bit of a surge.
Hansen with the misdirection, almost catching the Bison off guard. There's the dig by Brazil. Set by Hansen. Fairchild just trying to push it back over. And that is excellent floor awareness by Jakaya Head. Using the feather touch that time to find the open spot on the floor. And the Bison back within 6.
And I will say on Hansen's misdirection, I think Oklahoma Baptist is almost expecting it now. They have somebody right in the middle, which is typically where you go with that misdirection type of a set. So they're ready for it because they've been burned on it too many times.
What a play by Riley Brazil. That kill was off her back foot, but it's a kill nonetheless for the sophomore. Now the magic number for the Tigers here in set number 2 is 2.
Well, if you want to know how difficult that play was in basketball terms, that's exactly like a fadeaway jump shot. It's not natural, it's very awkward, but she got it to go.
Excellent play there by Jill Leslie. She will be credited with the kill. We'll see Riley Martin and De'Erica Frierson back into the match for Oklahoma Baptist. There's the dig by Kiskin, set by Hansen. Looking for Brazil on the kill. It's deflected, finds the open spot. And the Tigers back at set point. Looking to make it 2 victorious sets in a row.
And I talked about earlier, it would be huge if Ouachita is able to get a victory here at home against one of the best teams in the conference. And at least it's going to be looking good if they're able to get this last point, make them 2-0 on the day.
Excellent play at the net by Leah Gardner. And you can count that one as the exclamation point on an amazing set for the Ouachita Tigers. Ouachita, after having to rally late in set number 1, able to take set number 2 by 8 points. He just couldn't take it any longer, could he, Chris?
No, and where is Robin when you need him?
Oh my goodness. And that one coming right down, the first set coming right down to the wire. A little bit of a chance to breathe there, though, in set number 2 as the Tigers get the 8-point victory. Now just 1 set away from sweeping one of the top 3 teams in the Great American Conference. We'll see if they can accomplish that feat when we come back. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
We believe in a faith that seeks understanding. So as a university, we believe that all of the various things that we study allow us to really develop a more vigorous faith.
Ouachita Baptist is so catered to growing in your spiritual walk.
My interaction with professors and fellow students in classes and learning has helped me learn more about who God is in my personal life.
One of the beauties of the education that we give to our students is to expose them to the various realms of knowledge, which then equips them as men and women of faith to be able to understand and really appreciate the complicated world in which we live.
Ouachita Baptist has taught me how a love for God and a love of learning really go hand in hand.
By coming to Ouachita and finding mentors on staff or upperclassmen who are older than me, I really started to discover who God was and learn how to go to His Word and His truth and learn who He was.
We want you to be the very best you. We believe that's God's plan for you. We believe that He wants you to develop unique gifts and abilities to the fullest extent and to equip you to have the very best future that you can have.
Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
Welcome back to Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Chris, you and I were talking about this before the match. Oklahoma Baptist had only lost 6 sets in their last 8 matches. Tonight they've dropped their first 2, and the Tigers looking excellent up to this point, able to overcome a slow start in set number 1 to rally and take that set, and then following that up with really a set where they started off with some good momentum early, lost it towards the middle, but then you got on that streak there where they took 11 of 12 points. It's tough to fall short when you're having stretches like that.
Right, and I don't think Oklahoma Baptist had lost 2 sets in a single match since conference play had started. I'm not 100. Well, actually, well, obviously they did it twice. They have 2 conference losses, but any of their wins, I don't think they had lost in 2 sets. But regardless of how this night turns out, I mean, Ouachita got to be proud of the way they started this game. Sometimes teams have trouble starting games, and Ouachita has really come out with some vengeance.
Hansen with the serve for the Tigers. Gardner making it a tough play. Excellent diving effort by Hansen. Now Brazil looking for the kill. There's the dig by Hansen. Setting up for Brazil. Excellent volley to open up set number 3. Feather touch. Kisgan right there with the dig. Setting up for Brazil again. Feather touch. Chance to regroup. Another dig by Kisgan, and neither team wanting to give an inch in this exchange. It's blocked at the net. Diving effort to keep it alive. It's blocked at the net again. Setting up for another kill, and Leah Gardner starting set number 3 the same way she ended set number 2 with an emphatic block.
And I gotta say, Oklahoma Baptist, that was a great rally for them. But after a play like that, you almost feel a little bit defeated just because of how well you defended, and then ultimately it comes away with a big play for Ouachita. I say that, and then they come away with a big offensive play right there. So maybe not that too deflating.
Didn't take much time at all to get that equalizer. But Chris, going back to what you were talking about earlier, I think you were trying to make this point. The Bison this year, when they allow 2-set victories, they are 1-2 on the season. The only time that they have won a 1-set match, that was back on October 3rd against Southwestern Oklahoma State, the team they are currently tied for second place with. Diving effort by Joust trying to keep it alive, but it will fall to the ground as a point for Oklahoma Baptist. That'll be another point for the Bison, and a nice little run going here. 3 straight points for the visiting team. Set by Hansen. Going back to it again. Adams looking for the kill. Won't get it that time. Joust making a diving effort. But it is another kill for Oklahoma Baptist. And the serve, once again, going to Jenna West.
Well, what we're seeing in the scoreboard right now, it's going to be 1-4.
Something else to note, too. Jenna West, from the same high school as a couple of Tigers, Martin High School in Arlington, Texas. If that name sounds familiar, it's because the dynamic sophomore duo of Courtney Hansen and Emily Adams, they were teammates at Arlington Martin.
Well, and Macy Langford is also from Martin High School. Both West and Langford are seniors. So, I bet they probably played together, but well, what I was saying earlier is that what we're seeing in the score now, it's 2-5. This has basically been an exact score in these last 3 sets, where Oklahoma Baptist starts out really strong, and then Ouachita sort of working from behind. And of course, they've caught up in both the previous 2 sets.
It's going to be another point for the Bison. And Chris, something worth mentioning too, the Tigers have only lost 2 matches this year when they've taken 2 sets. The only matches that they've lost in 5. You got to go back to that match against Henderson State back on September 12th. And most recently, losing to Southwestern Oklahoma State in 5.
Well, neither one of those games, if I'm correct, they were up by 2 sets to begin the game. I think that if Oklahoma Baptist is able to win 3 straight, it's definitely going to be interesting. First of all, it's interesting, as a victory anyway, but Ouachita, that's going to be uncharted territory, letting them back into a game like that.
Kayla Steinmeier with the block for the Tigers, and something we've seen a few times tonight, Chris. When the Tigers get on a roll, they can be tough to stop. There's the dig by West. Setting up on the near side. Set by Hansen, now going to Steinmeier. Almost had the kill there. Head looking for a kill herself, and she's going to get it. Adams was in hot pursuit that time, but ended up having a bit of a tail to it, ended up bouncing in front of those home bleachers down on the floor. Adams looking for the kill that time, coming up empty-handed. Excellent reaction by Hansen. Steinmeier looking for her own kill, and again, Oklahoma Baptist responding, and perfect placement of the ball that time by De'Erica Frierson.
Yeah, you can't get much better than that, just putting it in the perfect place, that back left corner. Those corners are usually open in situations where you send everybody else to the front. But it's just really hard to get sort of a shot aimed that direction.
That one goes a bit too far to the left, and the serve will stay with Oklahoma Baptist. Actually, no, that's going to be a point for the Tigers. It is a point for Ouachita. So Kellen Church will have the serve. Tough serve, but Oklahoma Baptist does manage to get it back over. Dig by Brazil, set by Hansen. Fairchild looking for the kill. Bounces around a bit, just able to get it back over. Dig by Brazil to Joust. Now to Hansen. Chance to send it back over, and perfect execution by De'Erica Frierson. Frierson will have the serve, one of many Bison from the DFW area. She is from McKinney, Texas. Big sports night in the DFW area tonight as Texas Rangers taking on the Houston Astros in Game 4 of the American League Championship Series. I saw some Rangers gear over in the Oklahoma Baptist section earlier tonight.
I know you're one of the many Rangers fans here on campus.
We're going to have a timeout called here on the floor as Ouachita wants to talk things over. Your score, Oklahoma Baptist 10, Ouachita 5, but Ouachita leading the overall match 2-0. We'll be back with more of set 3 after this timeout.
On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Welcome back to Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Oklahoma Baptist looking to rally back after dropping the first 2 sets here tonight at the Sturgis Physical Education Center. We are going to see De'Erica Frierson with the serve. That's going to be a point for the Tigers, courtesy of the kill from Kayla Steinmeier. That's going to be another point for Oklahoma Baptist, courtesy of the kill from Jenna West. And now Avery Helmuth from the heart of DFW, Dallas, Texas, set to serve it away.
It kind of sounds like the DFW area producing some pretty good volleyball players.
It does. You've got a lot of DFW representatives on both sides tonight, and Chris, you and I were talking about it before the break. I was trying to think about it because this is mainly Cardinal country here in Arkansas, but there are quite a bit of Texas Rangers fans here on campus because there's a lot of Texas representation, specifically from the DFW area in the athletics programs.
Yeah, there's probably as many Texas natives as there are Arkansas natives just on this campus alone, maybe in this, this town that have, since moved into this town alone.
Certainly a lot of Lone Star representation here. Just about an hour and a half away from the Texas state border. Also just a few hours away from the heart of DFW. Brazil was looking for the kill that time. Did not get it. Excellent job by Joust just to keep it alive, and that sets up for Riley Brazil to get the kill and point number 8 of the set for the Tigers.
And I think you can almost feel that Ouachita, they're trying to get, trying to get back. And we saw them doing it in the previous 2 sets. They came back from, I wouldn't say impossible odds, but from sort of difficult situations. And oh, that was great placement there by Jakaya Head.
Long serve that time from West. And what a kill from Leah Gardner. When you talk about textbook kills, that's the picture that you see right there.
That is, and there's a reason why she's been a freshman sensation for Ouachita. Oh, that almost went in. But she's had such a great season just around the net, but in plays like that and like that. Sophomore Emily Adams, she was great as a freshman, but she's been even better this season as a sophomore, a rising sophomore.
Still waiting for an official update, but I believe that makes it a dozen on the night for Adams as Oklahoma Baptist strikes back with a point of its own. The serve will be with Jill Leslie. Setting up for Gardner on the feather touch. It's deflected and finds that open spot in between Riley Brazil and Avery Joust for point number 15 of the set for Oklahoma Baptist. It's going to be a service ace for Leslie.
It's not often that you see Steinmeier have a reception error, and I think she was even a little shocked. She started looking down at her hands like, what is wrong? But still, now that was a good reception there.
Bouncing right back with a block at the net. We hear about immediate redemption, Chris. Case in point right there.
Yeah, and some players, when they make a mistake or they have a bad play, they get down on themselves and they're not the same for the rest of the game. Not her. Not even like a whole 30 seconds later, she makes a big play right there.
Emily Adams going to make a big play in her own right. Another kill for the sophomore sensation.
Yeah, there were 2 or 3 players around that ball, and it's just no one really knew who was going to go get it, and just too late by the time anybody made a reaction.
And it looked like Riley Martin got a piece of the net. That's going to be a point for Ouachita. And now we will have a timeout on the floor. Tigers looking to make it a clean sweep here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center. We'll find out if they can do just that when we come back. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person, and we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
No matter where you go in Arkansas, you'll probably run into someone you know. That personal connection is what I love about this state, and it's why we have offices and people across Arkansas. People who share your interest and care if you've been hurt.
A local team who will be on your side, by your side.
So if you were injured in an accident, call us at 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
No matter where you live in Arkansas, we have an office nearby.
We'll be on your side, by your side.
Welcome back to Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Tigers struggling a bit early in this set, but they've bounced back with 3 straight points to make this a 3-point set. Looking for the sweep tonight in front of the home crowd, and Haley Fairchild putting them one step closer. Tigers wanted to take 3 straight sets against a top 3 team in the conference.
Yeah, and I think this has been 4 straight points for Ouachita. It looked like they weren't going to slow down after the timeout. Sometimes teams can make immediate adjustments to combat a surge, but not against Ouachita today.
Bit of a miscommunication there. And I think somebody stepped on the line or bounced into the net, one or the other. It will be a point for the Tigers, a costly miscommunication. Make it 5 in a row.
Yeah, there have been a few plays where Oklahoma Baptist, they start off having some issues with miscommunication, and they just don't recover for the rest of that possession, and it's really hurt them.
Setting up for Adams, looking for the equalizer, didn't get it that time. Now Oklahoma Baptist able to stop the run. Five points in a row go to the Tigers, and now the Bison looking to start a run of their own right here with the serve from Kaylin Ina. That's going to be a kill for Oklahoma Baptist. Hanson trying to adjust to make a play that time, but before she could even move, the ball was right there at her shoulder.
Yeah, it was, and that's, going to be difficult to try to recover from in the first place.
Looking for the feather touch, but Steinmeier's right there. Adams looking for the kill, and she has got another one. 14 kills on the night for the sophomore out of Arlington, Texas. And now Kellen Church with an opportunity on the serve. Tigers trailing by 2, but leading the match 2 sets to none. That's going to be another point for Oklahoma Baptist.
Yep, nobody was home in that right corner. Brazil got there a little late, but just better O from Helmuth there.
Helmuth up to 9 kills on the night. That leads the Bison. Emily Adams with the overall lead in the match with 14 kills. Now the serve. That's Frierson. Steinmeier. Her kill attempt is blocked at the net. Gonna look to the senior again. Excellent dig by Langford. But Haley Fairchild with the solo block on the front lines.
Well, she has been active all night long. And there have been so many players for Ouachita that have had spectacular nights, but Fairchild and Adams really had better nights than anybody.
Up to 11 total points on the night for Fairchild. Feather touch, diving effort by Kisgan, but nobody was home that time. Perfect placement.
Oh yeah, it was perfect placement, but good timing there. She was able to hang and just sort of hit it up over Ouachita's blockers along the net. Sometimes it's better to just go with sort of just accuracy and precision rather than just sort of strength and brawn.
There's the dig by Church, set by Hanson. Fairchild trying to push it into the back corner, and I think it would have fallen anyways. De'Erica Ferguson made a diving effort, but it will be a point for Ouachita.
I mentioned it earlier, when everybody's up towards the front, even if there's people in that second level, there's never anybody in that third level. You might have one player, but they're always in the middle, so those left and right corners will be open.
Tigers draw back within one. Leah Gardner getting the point for Ouachita. And Chris, we've seen it a couple times. Tigers struggling a bit early in the set, but coming forward with a surge late to prove victorious. Another chance to do that right here as there's the dig. The set now looking for the kill. And that one almost hit the giant fan over there on the left side, but the Tigers do keep it alive.
I don't know how it didn't hit it. That was perfect accuracy for it to not hit it.
Joust was able to get it under her hand that time, but with the trajectory, it was already headed off to the right side. It'll be a point for Oklahoma Baptist. Riley Martin, the sophomore, set to serve it away. It's going to be a service error, and the Tigers right back within one. Spec getting loud here tonight in Arkadelphia. This is a big-time match, and it has a big-time feel.
Yeah, I know a lot of the swimmers we can't see everybody, but I know we have a lot of members of the swim and dive team who will perform tomorrow against Delta State. They're below us. And I'm sure there's some other athletes here and there that have come to spectate.
Jenna West, the senior from Arlington, Texas, serving it away. Again, West playing in the same high school program as Hanson and Adams. Meanwhile, a block is going to make this a three-point set, and now Coach Frizz is going to want to talk things over with the Tigers. We're going to stay right here as we are nearing the end of what has been yet another exciting set between these two teams. And although, Chris, right now the scoreboard favors the Bison, you got to think back to set number one when the Tigers were trailing at set point, by 2, ended up rattling off 4 straight points.
Yeah, and Ouachita has shown tonight they can come back from a deficit. Doesn't matter if you're 2 away from victory. Ouachita is a threat to come back, and Oklahoma Baptist, they're not going to relax. Some teams have a tendency to sort of just slack off when it comes to they're so close to finishing the set. Oklahoma Baptist, they know how strong and how tough Ouachita is mentally, and they know they're not going to give up no matter what.
This one has major implications, not only for these two squads, but for the conference as a whole, because right now, Ouachita trying to get back up into a spot to contend in the Great American Conference Tournament, and Oklahoma Baptist currently tied for second place. With a loss tonight, they drop down into that 3rd slot. They want to avoid that fate right here. But you got to take it one set at a time, and right now the Bison just 2 points away from claiming their first set of the evening. There's the dig by Kisgan, set by Hanson. Adams looking for the kill, and she does it again. 15 kills on the night for Emily Adams. To say she's had a big impact would be an understatement. Diving effort by Joust, able to keep it alive. Now Joust getting it back over, set, looking for the kill. Good effort by Hansen to keep it alive. Now Brazil was having to go over her shoulder that time to send it back over. It falls flat on the left side, and now the Bison 1 point away from claiming their first set of the evening.
Yeah, that was going to be difficult to recover from anyway. But one name that we have not talked a lot about is Joust and just how great she's been tonight.
Dig by Gardner. Joust was able to punch the ball over that time. Joust, excellent dig. Setting up for Steinmeier. It's blocked, and that will do it for set number 3. The Bison not going down without a fight on the road. They avoid the sweep, and we will play a set number 4 here at set tonight. Tigers still in the driver's seat, 2-1, but things getting interesting here as the Bison have a set to their own credit. We'll be back with set number 4 in this exciting Great American Conference matchup after this timeout. All right. This is Chase Hartzell with the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, and we're here for a Ouachita Volleyball Senior Highlight. This is
Kellen Church from Jonesboro, Arkansas, and I'm a setter, and my major is business with emphasis in sport management and marketing.
Nice. So with sports management, is there a particular role that you'd like to work in?
I'm really interested in sport marketing, actually, and so kind of doing promotions and game day type stuff I'm interested in.
Nice. Now, you have an interesting perspective because a student athlete serving in that role is challenging in its own right, but you do it for multiple sports. Could you talk about that experience that you've had?
Yeah, so ever since I've been here, I've played volleyball in the fall and then softball in the spring, which is what I've kind of always grown up doing, playing multiple sports in high school, so it's been a lot of fun being able to do that at the collegiate level too.
And speaking of doing special things at the collegiate level, not everybody gets to say that they played with their sister. Can you talk about that experience?
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun playing with my sister. She'll be a sophomore this year, so we get 2 seasons together here on the volleyball team, and it's just really sweet being able to do that and creating the friendships that we have with all the other teammates.
And you talked about those friendships. Are there any special memories that really stand out to you from your time at Ouachita?
Yeah, I mean, I think just creating this culture and these wonderful friendships with these teammates and stuff through both volleyball and softball, actually, and just hoping those last for a lifetime.
Nice. Is there anything that you'd like to get out of the senior season in particular, whether it be related to the wins and losses or even just the life experiences?
Yeah, no, I definitely want to be my best self on and off the court. That's a big goal for me. But also team-wise, I hope we win the regular season and the conference tournament would be awesome. So hopefully we've got a good group that will be able to do that.
There you go. Well, now your time at Ouachita is winding to a close. Do you have any advice for any future Tigers or Tigers that are just entering the program?
Yeah, I would say work really hard, live in the moment, don't look ahead too much. I know that's can be easy sometimes. So live in the moment and work really hard.
All right. Well, thanks, Kellen. Welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center for more Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Chris, the Tigers able to take the first 2 sets, but the Bison proving why they're one of the top 3 teams in the conference. While a lot of times you expect the momentum to go in favor of the Tigers, the road squad able to combat that, and Oklahoma Baptist making sure that we're going to play a set number 4.
Yeah, and what was sort of the trend of these 3 sets is that Ouachita gets down and then they come back immediately. And of course Ouachita was so close to coming back, and they just were just so short in that 3rd set.
So here we go, set number 4. The serve will start with Oklahoma Baptist. Charged with the opening serve. It'll be the sophomore Riley Martin. There's the dig by Joust. Gardner steps in at the last second and records the kill for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was real close, but just shows you the skill of Gardner. That's a play that could go either way.
Looking for the equalizer. Brazil sticks her hand out to try to save it, but it will be a kill for the Bison. Gardner looking for the kill, and she's got it. The freshman stepping up early here in set number 4 as the Tigers look to put away one of the top 3 teams in the conference. Kill attempt falls a bit short that time, and it will be a point for the Tigers. Brazil serving it away again. She leads the conference in aces. Set by Hansen, sends it over to Adams. Looking for the kill, and Leah Gardner does it again. She has 3 of the first 4 points here in the 4th set.
Well, previously it had been Fairchild and Adams that had been the big playmakers early for Ouachita. It's looking like it's going to be Leah Gardner, the freshman here.
That'll be a point for Oklahoma Baptist.
Yeah, that was going to be difficult for Hansen. I don't know if there was any chance she could have successfully received that one.
Well, Chris, you talked about it before the match. Diving effort there by Hansen, and although that time it didn't work out for her, you mentioned that she's a threat to go for 40 assists. Every single time that she's out there, she's at 40 assists even now for the night.
And I would not be surprised if she broke 50. She's heading towards that trend. She's heading towards the trend of breaking her previous season high record of 59.
Adams looking for the kill, but it's blocked at the net. Frierson making the play for Oklahoma Baptist. There to help her was Avery Helmuth. Pushed it a bit too far that time, but Oklahoma Baptist able to regroup. Steinmeier wanted to use the feather touch, but the point goes to the Bison, and although we've seen several runs for Ouachita tonight, it's the Bison who have a nice scoring streak going now, up to 4 straight points.
But isn't that the story we've seen in each set? Ouachita has a little bit of momentum, and then all of a sudden Oklahoma Baptist has a great string of plays of their own.
Hit it a bit too far that time. It's a point for the Tigers. We're even at 5. Leah Gardner set to serve it away. Line drive serve. There's the set. Now looking for the kill. Dig by Gardner. Now Adams looking for the kill. It's deflected. Dig by Brazil, set by Hansen, looking for Steinmeier. That one goes out of play. Fortunately for the Tigers, that one did not hit the giant fan over there on the left side, because had it hit that fan, it would have been deemed, in some cases it would have been deemed, a dead ball there, and it would have been a replay. However, we have seen it on occasion to where it's up to the discretion of the official whether that would have been a playable ball or not.
Yeah, and I don't know if that one would have been playable, so I think it would have been a Ouachita point, but it did not have that height to get up to the fan, and From our angle, it seems like most of the time, those balls, when they're hit straight up, they're going to hit the fan, but they're really just above the benches for both squads. I don't think they're even above the court.
Adams looking for another kill, and she's up to a sweet 16 on the night.
First of all, just showing how great of a setter that Courtney Hansen is. Those back sets where you're basically going cross court are so difficult to do, but they get the defense, that front line moving, and they were just a little slow there. Or maybe Hansen was a little fast to get it there, but great play by the Tigers, and good hustle there.
That's Hansen making the play. Speaking of Hansen, Oklahoma Baptist trying to employ the misdirection. Fairchild wants the kill. Tigers keep it alive. Another great volley between these two teams. Ball's deflected. Brazil somehow kept that ball alive. And it goes over the back line. That's a point for Ouachita. And you could hear everyone collectively exhale after that one, because that was a back and forth affair. Neither team wanted to give up that point, but it does go in favor of the Tigers.
That was an exhale slash a big celebratory scream there by everybody, because that was just such a great effort by every single player on the court for Ouachita.
Helmuth gonna have another kill here, and that should get her up to double digits on the night. Excuse me, she's already up to double digits on the night. That makes it an even dozen for her on the night. Excellent job there by Frierson just to keep it alive. Hansen setting up for Fairchild, and it's blocked at the net. Who else but Avery Helmuth? Helping her that time was fellow senior Jenna West. All knotted up at 8. Frierson with the serve. Set by Hansen, looking for the kill. Excellent dig by Frierson to keep it alive. Fairchild looking for another. Oklahoma Baptist able to regroup. Steinmeier laying out. Church with the sliding dig to keep it alive, and Joust gets it back over. What a play. Brazil pushes it up to Hansen. Setting up for Steinmeier. Ends up hitting off the top of the net and going back to Ouachita's side. That's a point for the Bison. And they have the lead. That one's going to stay inside the line. Deflected, and it's a kill for Kayla Steinmeier. She's up to 9 kills on the evening. West looking for a kill of her own, goes straight up in the air. Church now looking for the kill, and she's got it. Senior stepping up to give the Tigers the lead.
Well, she's known for being sort of an ace when it comes to service aces for Ouachita, but right there getting a kill on the second level.
Meanwhile, Avery Helmuth responds with a kill of her own. We're knotted up at 10. It's now a baker's dozen for the senior. She's up to 13 kills on the night, and she'll have the serve. Brazil able to get a deflection for the kill. Brazil, it's been an impressive night for her, now up to 9 kills on the match. And Avery Joust set to serve it away. Bison just able to keep that one alive as the momentum was still going backwards. Meanwhile, it's a block for Jill Leslie. Helping her out on the play, Jenna West.
Yeah, 6'2" Leslie and 5'10" West. I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't be getting the block there, especially considering it was kind of low from Gardner in the first place.
There's the dig by Church, set by Hanson. Now Brazil looking for another kill. It's deflected towards the back. Excellent dig there by Church. Now Brazil. She's got another kill, up to double digits on the night with 10.
Well, Brazil, she might be the best player on the floor at any given time, no matter who's out there for either team. But it really hasn't even been her being the big playmaker for Ouachita tonight, and I think that's a good thing. It shows the depth that Ouachita has, and don't rely on just your one star. You have multiple stars that you can rely on.
Going back to Brazil again. That one is blocked at the net. Brazil with another opportunity, and the second time is the charm.
Now, I said that you don't have to rely on Brazil too much because, you know, everybody else is stepping up, but now Brazil, she's getting something going here.
One of 3 Tigers on the night with double-digit kills, joining fellow sophomores Haley Fairchild and Emily Adams in that regard. Gardner going up for a block at the net, but it ends up deflecting sideways, and that'll be a point for Oklahoma Baptist.
Yeah, I think when Gardner went up, she just was not totally, yeah, that's what Coach Friz is telling her. She was not totally straight up. She was sort of at an angle, and that's why when she blocked it, it went left, because that's how her body was opened up.
That one had some heat on it from Brazil. That heat was reciprocated on the other side. Credit the kill to De'Erica Ferguson. There's the dig by Kisgan. Setting up for Brazil. She's just going to push it over. Hanson doing an excellent job of keeping the ball alive. Looking for the kill again. It's going to be a point for the Tigers.
Hey, this is what people love to see with volleyball. I mean, this game is going to be back and forth, probably right down to the wire.
And Leah Gardner, another kill for the Tigers. And with that, Oklahoma Baptist going to want to talk things over. We're going to take a break ourselves here. You're watching Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
No matter where you go in Arkansas, you'll probably run into someone you know. That personal connection is what I love about this state, and it's why we have offices and people across Arkansas. People who share your interest and care if you've been hurt.
A local team who will be on your side, by your side.
So if you were injured in an accident, call us at 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
No matter where you live in Arkansas, we have an office nearby.
We'll be on your side, by your side.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
Welcome back to Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. It's been another back and forth set, currently in favor of the Tigers, but as we've seen, Chris, throughout this match, those momentum swings can come fast and often it's just who gets on a run last. Right now, the Tigers looking to keep the run alive as Courtney Hanson is fired up after that last play. For good reason.
Well, and, she's not just firing up herself. She fires up her team. Yeah, she's only a sophomore, but she is one of the key leaders for this Tiger squad. And every time she's out there on the floor and every time she says something, everybody listens. It doesn't matter if they're a senior or if they're a freshman. They're going to listen to her.
Steinmeier looking for the kill. There's the dig, the set. It's blocked at the net. Did it stay inside? No, it did not. It was a close play, but it does go in favor of the Bison, and that will make it a 1-point set. Back to Leslie. She's got a great kill, a low line drive. The same can be said of her serve, making it difficult for opponents to respond. Hansen pushes it and keeps it just inside that back right corner. That's a big-time play for the sophomore, and it puts the Tigers back out in front by 2. There's the dig by Hansen, ends up hitting the other side. There's a kill attempt, but Steinmeier was right there to block it. That's where that senior experience pays off. She was in the perfect place at the perfect time, and the result, a point for the Tigers.
Yeah, exactly. That experience just allows her to be able to know exactly when to react. She didn't react too early, certainly didn't react too late. Perfect.
Speaking of senior experience, De'Erica Frierson really showing it off there on that last kill. Excellent execution. The Bison back within 2. It'll be Ina with the serve. Dig by Brazil, set by Hansen. Now Steinmeier looking for the kill. It was deflected, and that will be another kill for the senior. It's just been one of those nights where it feels like everyone that steps out on the floor can contribute in a big way. Kellen Church now on the serve. Sliding effort by Church to keep it alive, but it only stays up for a little bit. Brazil not able to get there in time. Set by Hansen. Fairchild looking for the feather touch. It's pushed back over. Joust right there with the dig. Steinmeier looking for the kill. She's got another. The senior does it again. She's up to double digits now as well. It's another point for the Tigers, and you can feel the excitement building in Speck as the home crowd knows that it could be witnessing a Tiger victory in just a few moments. Oklahoma Baptist going to take a timeout, but we're going to stay right here to get ready to talk about these next few points, Chris, because it goes without saying, these are 4 very important points coming up here in the next few minutes for both teams.
Yeah, it really is. And for Ouachita, getting a win over the team that's tied for second in the conference, it's going to be huge because they're looking to try, first of all, their overall record. They're trying to get up to that 500 mark, but they're trying to find only their 4th Great American Conference victory of the season. And then for Oklahoma Baptist, they're looking to try to stay number 2, 3, whatever you want to call them in the conference. I mean, they're really trying to work to that number 1 spot, but they're in a difficult position right now. 4 points away for Ouachita to win. A little bit farther down for, actually 4 points separating both of these teams right now.
With a win, Ouachita would inch closer to a qualifying spot in the Great American Conference Tournament. And for Oklahoma Baptist, you fall to 7-3 in conference play, and that puts you just half a game ahead of the Henderson State Reddies, who currently stand in 4th. There's the dig by Joust, set by Hansen. Now Brazil. She's going to get another opportunity here. That one's blocked as well. Now sending it to Church. There's the dig by Frierson. Helmuth able to get it off. Brazil again. Oklahoma Baptist there to respond. Now they go to West. And Hanson with an emphatic kill. She'd had enough. She was ready for that opportunity. She has nearly 50 assists on the night, but credit her first kill right there.
Yeah, you summed it up. She was ready for that point to be over. She's ready for today to be over. She's trying to get it over with, being aggressive on offense here.
And that one's going to hit the back wall off of one hop here at Speck, so that will be a point for Oklahoma Baptist. Excitement continuing to build here at Speck in what has been an exciting matchup between these two conference foes. There's the set by Hanson. Now setting up for Fairchild. That one does just stay inside the line, and now the Bison back within 3. Well, and Chris, I'm looking down at the floor right now. Looks like women's basketball has finished up their scrimmage because, like they have been all season, the players are here to support Ouachita Volleyball.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're right under us. Like directly under us as Oklahoma Baptist gets another point. They're starting to string together a few good plays. And Coach Frizz wants a timeout.
Well, 3 straight points here for Oklahoma Baptist. Tigers trying to hang on in this Great American Conference matchup. We'll see if they can claim the 4th set after this timeout.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them.
Welcome back to Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. There on your screen, Avery Helmuth. She'll have the serve for Oklahoma Baptist coming out of the timeout. Bison trailing by 2. And that's going to be a service ace as Kylie Kisgan was doing her best to get out of the way, but really nowhere to go there.
No, and yeah, I couldn't tell if she was going to, like you say, get out of the way or try to receive it, but I think she was just a little late to get out of the way.
Set by Hanson, a little bit low. Looking for the feather touch. Perfect execution from Jill Leslie. And just like that, Oklahoma Baptist with 5 straight points to even our score at 22 here in set number 4. Set by Hanson. Brazil looking for the kill. It is deflected, but it stays on Oklahoma Baptist's side, and now the Tigers just 2 points away from set victory and match victory. But again, Chris, it's important to remember you got to win by 2 points, so you want to keep that separation. There's the dig by Church, set by Hanson. And again, the ball is trapped in between the net and the blockers. Riley Brazil has the Tigers on the cusp of victory.
Women's basketball is right under us, and they are the perfect hype group for Ouachita Volleyball. They are fired up.
Joust on the serve, looking for the kill. It's sent back over. Diving effort by Church, set by Hansen. Brazil looking for the kill. It's a violation, and that will do it. Count those winning sets, 1, 2, 3. That's a Tiger victory.
And this is a massive victory over a team that we've talked about it a lot of times tonight. They're 7-2 in conference, now 7-3 in conference, and they were tied for second place, and now Ouachita, it's going to be one of the biggest wins for them of the season, if not the biggest.
The Tigers claimed their 4th conference victory of the year to move to 4-6 in conference play. As you mentioned, Chris, Oklahoma Baptist falling to 7-3 and now fall to 3rd place, half a game behind Southwestern Oklahoma State. You can already see a tunnel being formed here by the swim and dive team, the women's basketball team, Coach Dallimore. The women's head basketball coach also forming a line out there, and now we're going to have a team prayer on the Oklahoma Baptist side. To thank our entire crew that worked on tonight's matchup. Chloe Velleman, our director. You have Coleman Callan on graphics. I was your play-by-play announcer along with color analyst Chris Gay. Sarah Kate McAnally on camera along with Caroline Collins. Madeline Tullos and Gavin Wallace rounding out our camera crew. Chris, this was a special night for the Tigers in more ways than one. Not only is it the first time in a long time getting to be back here in front of the home crowd, but to win a game like this over a quality opponent like Oklahoma Baptist, it's hard to overstate the value of nights like these.
It really is, and it not only, especially after Ouachita lost back-to-back games against two teams that I don't think anybody expected Ouachita to lose to. And to beat a team that is one of the best teams in the conference, has just been so strong and is on a 3-game winning streak of their own, it's just incredibly important, and it's important to regain confidence for this group.
Well, looking at the stats in this one, Chris, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different players in double digits in terms of kills. Leading the charge tonight, Emily Adams with 16, followed by Kayla Steinmeier at 11. Actually, Riley Brazil falls in between them at 14, and Haley Fairchild finishes with 10, getting a lot of production from different angles. But also, Chris, might as well call you Nostradamus, because you were right. Courtney Hansen does end up with 52 assists on the night. What a night it was for her, and right now, at least for the time being, she is right there at the top of the national leaderboard in terms of assists. It is certainly shaping up to be a special season for the sophomore. But her high school teammate, we talked about how big of a night it is in baseball in Arlington. Let's talk about the girls from Arlington tonight. The girls from Arlington, Martin, Courtney Hansen, and Emily Adams having a big night here in Arkadelphia.
Well, and it was a big night for the two representatives of Martin High School that are on Oklahoma Baptist roster. Jenna West and Macy Langford had solid nights as well, especially Jenna West applying a lot of points. But it was just a great performance by everybody all around for both teams. There were not a lot of weaknesses that either team showed. All these games ended really close with the exception of that second set. Even then, that was less than 10 points of a victory for Ouachita.
Well, this sets up a couple of important matchups tomorrow night, because Ouachita is going to be right back here to face off against Southern Nazarene. A chance with that to move right into the mix for the Great American Conference Tournament. But not only that, you effectively set up a matchup for third place between Henderson State and Oklahoma Baptist, because they're going to be right here in Arkadelphia again tomorrow night, just on the other side of the ravine.
Yeah, Southern Nazarene has been tough this season, and it's going to be vital for Ouachita. They got to rest and recover tonight and then come out strong tomorrow.
Well, that is going to do it for this edition of Ouachita Volleyball on OSDN, but be sure to tune in tomorrow. Special broadcast starting at 1 p.m. It's one of our first dual sport broadcasts, as we're going to have the swim and dive meet versus Delta State, followed by volleyball against Southern Nazarene. Both of those happening in the Sturgis Physical Education Center tomorrow afternoon, and both of them live right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. That's going to do it for this edition, though. On behalf of Chris and our entire crew here at OSDN, this is Chase Hartzell signing off. Have a great evening, and go Tigers.